Hello, everyone. Hey, Sean. All right, do I have any of my Zoom people yet? I can't see anybody yet. All right, well, welcome to Woodkit Wednesday. I'm gonna put this up just a little bit more. There we go. Say hello in the chat. I see Sean's here. Sorry, finishing up my little snack as we get started. Hello, Gwen. Hello, Tracy. Tracy, you were on Facebook today, weren't you? When I was on Christina's page. Oh, let's see. All right. I see Connie and Deb. Hey. Are on. So those of you on Zoom doing the craft with me, let me know if. Hi, Hannah. If you can see my spot. Can see. Okay, good. I see mine small, but that's okay because then I can see the entire view of what you guys see. I think you can see from about here to about here. All right. Hey, Janice and Marlene. All right. We are here for Woodkit Wednesday, but the Craft With Me version, or edition, I should say. And what that means, if you're not familiar, is at about the beginning of the month, when I go, when I do my first Woodkit Wednesday, so next week, I'll let you know what I will be crafting the last Wednesday of the month. And if you purchase that kit, you will get a Zoom link. That's these people here. Can you see my iPad sticking out? They're getting to see from the top what I'm doing. It's a little bit better. They are hopefully crafting with me because they've purchased and received their kit. Now what we're doing tonight, here we have the window box, and we are going to change out the Valentine insert. It always comes with something that sits in the window, and then a little word plaque that goes in here. So there are two, and what I should have made note of, those of you who are on Zoom, to let me know which one you have. I know, I'm going to open up the chat so I can see. Connie, did you get both? So Connie and Deb, I think you're the only ones on so far. Okay, Deb got Welcome Spring, which is this one with the birdhouses. Connie, I think you got both, is why you're asking me maybe which one I'm going to do first. So maybe we'll start with the Welcome Spring, and then I'll do the He Is Risen. Now, I have other kits. That's good. I haven't washed them. Yeah, we're changing out the Valentine. So my, what I did last week was the St. Patrick's Day kit for the signpost right here. Okay. And the signpost was actually one of the first kits I got from Christina that one of the first interchangeable kits. So I pulled out my Welcome Spring for the signpost because I kind of want to do similar colors with my Welcome Spring window insert. And then I also pulled out my He Is Risen for the signpost because I want to do similar colors for the window insert for that. But I'm going to set the He Is Risen aside. It's so gorgeous with a wreath and lots of lilies. Move my window over so we can start on the Welcome Spring. So the colors I used, agave, pink cloud, maize, fern green, white, and some purple. This is a purple acrylic paint that I have. It's actually kind of an eggplant. It's a folk art multi-surface satin called Eggplant, because there is not, I mean, there's Merlot, but it's more of like a wine. It's more of a wine color, and I wanted purple, especially for like the Easter resurrection stuff. All right, so our window kits always come with the insert piece. They are in the description of this video, Lori. If you close out the chat and go to where the title is that says Monarch Mom DIY is live with Craft With Me Wood Kit Wednesday, there should be the word more, and that'll open up the description box. It has the link for each of these 2 kits and also just my affiliate link. Oh, no worries, no worries. But next Wednesday, when I'm back for just my regular Wood Kit Wednesday, I'll let you know what the Craft With Me project will be at the end of March. I'm trying to think what that date will be. I think it's 4th, 11th, 20. Oh, I think it'll be the 25th again. Is that right? I think the last Wednesday of March is also the 25th. Okay, so I have a sticky board. I have my paints in those same colors that I mentioned. So lots of pieces here. The easy thing to start with usually is the word plaque that goes in the bottom. So I'm just going to stick my words. Oh, I forgot. I added some more tape since this afternoon. So we need to first decide colors. And nobody's done this one yet and posted a picture on Christina's website. So we're kind of going to be the first. I like the idea of doing the fence white like is on this one. So let's just assume that's going to be white. Okay. We've got 2 birdhouses. We've got 2 birds. Now, I did this kit today on Christina's Facebook page. This is the spring birdhouse. Sorry, it's upside down for the Zoom people. The spring birdhouse interchangeable banner using pretty much the same colors. I like doing the birds blue. So I probably will do the birds blue again. Okay, so if our birds are going to be blue, we can set them over here on my tape. All right. We've got some little flowers. Probably you're going to be in front of the what do you guys think for the bird houses? I'm thinking maybe do one of them in pink cloud and one in maize. There really isn't any need for fern green on this one. We do have a little butterfly. I'm thinking the roofs and these little holes, I'm going to do black. What about, okay, if these are going to be yellow and pink cloud. Oh, maybe I should do my birds agave. Do you guys think of a better color for the birds? Hey, Peggy. So on this one, it's pink cloud and agave. I am going to do pink cloud on one of the birdhouses unless I change my mind. I think we'll do agave and maybe a little bit of cool for the birds. So if this house is going to be that color, this house is going to be that color. What do you guys think? I know, I love agave too. Oh, hi, Sally. Are you on Zoom? Okay. Connie, do you want me to just tell you what colors I was gonna do for the He Is Risen? I'm pretty much gonna do these colors and a little bit of yellow on the inside of the lilies. Deciding the colors, I know. Okay, Sally, I did send you the Zoom link though, just so you know, because I think you bought at least one of these kits. All right, I don't want to do the Welcome Spring exactly like this one. I think I'll do it. What if I did this white? I don't do a lot of these white, and then I could do agave for the words. I kind of like that idea. So, can you guys see where I'm working? If the chat is in the way, you should be able to swipe it away. All right, so this is easy to paint. And even if some of the paint gets in the words, I'll still be able to see where they go. And if I decide I don't like this white, guess what? I can paint it again. Okay, are you guys on Zoom doing the same colors as me, or are you doing something different? Let me know in the chat. I can see the chat. All right, let me get a... Next, we're going to do the little fence. There's a lot of paint on my sponge. We'll be using white also for the Easter lilies. So if this is your first time watching a Wood Kit Wednesday, let me know that as well. So these kits are from Christina at the Rust Covered Cottage by Christina. And she has about 13 of us that are affiliates. She sends us kits and we share them. And then we have an affiliate link that we can earn a small commission if you order through my link. So thank you in advance to those of you who have or plan on doing that. All right, so I've got my base plaque white and my fence white. And then I think what I decided is I'm going to do the main body of the birds with agave. I think I'm going to do this little wing with pool blue just to make it a separate, different color. Letty, I also sent you the Zoom link because you and Sally both also purchased the kits for tonight's craft with me. So you can hop over to Zoom if you want to craft with us. All right, so we'll do our agave birds. Probably not a realistic bird color, but I like it. And then I'm also going to do our welcome spring words with agave. Super easy to paint with these sponges. Okay. That looks pretty good, I think. It's coming together. All right. That and white for now we can set aside. Alrighty. The little wing sections. First time. Oh, cool, Lori. Yeah, so these kits are really awesome. They're lots of fun to make. As you can see, the pieces are all kind of cut out separate, and then that makes it easier to paint them all the different colors that you want. And then once they're painted, you glue them together, which I will show you. Okay. All right, so we've got our birds painted. Oh, it hasn't arrived yet. Okay. Okay, sounds good. The pieces that are going to be black are going to be the little, you know, the holes for the birds to get into the birdhouses. This little window, I think, and ledge. And then the two roofs. I'll do those black as well. So, did I get black out? I did not. How is everyone doing tonight? Hopefully good. Okay, so there's our window and our openings. And these are big enough I can hold them good enough and paint at the same time. Okay. I probably would have done antique wax for the roofs, but my window is antique wax and I wanted them to stand out from that a little bit more, so that's why I went with black. Okay, so now we just need to paint our birdhouses, and I think I'm going to go ahead and let me make a line with some tape. I ran out of painter's tape, so I'm going to have to use just some masking tape real quick. I just want to paint this bottom part here black. Oh wait, but I want, actually, on this birdhouse, I'm going to stop there, but on this one, I want this little stand part to be black also. I guess I could have done green, but you're really not even going to see this part that's down here. It pretty much is down in the window. You will see this part. Okay. And then you peel the tape off and you got a nice crisp line. Easy peasy. Okay. Still got these little flowers. We'll probably do the flowers and the butterflies last. So this piece is going to go over. So I don't even need to paint this. But I was going to paint this one. What color was I going to paint this one? I think yellow. So I'm going to do the smaller birdhouse with yellow. And because all these pieces are separate and are going to be layered on top, I can just, even the roof, I can just go ahead and paint this whole thing yellow. Or maize if you want to know the actual colors. the actual Waverly chalk paint color names. So I don't know if any of you were on Facebook today, this afternoon when I was on Christina's page, but I had shared an idea of how to organize all my seasonal wood kit pieces, and I did it, and it's awesome. I can't wait to share it with you guys. I'll probably post some pictures here on YouTube maybe. All right, I'm probably going to use yellow for some of the flowers, but first I want to paint this birdhouse with pink cloud. It's that peachy color. So thank goodness I bought 8 more of these little foam sponges. Now what I probably should do is retape my line here so I don't do the peach color over my black. This one it doesn't matter because that piece is separate and is going to be over the top. How we doing? Oh yeah. So it's basically one of those big, I think it's Sterilite, the big stacked drawers. My parents are selling their house here in Michigan, and a lot of my mom's craft room stuff is not going there. So I'm inheriting some things. And so I brought over that big set of drawers, and I haven't labeled them yet. I just actually put everything in the drawers, but I have winter, Valentine's, spring, summer, Halloween, fall, the nativity set that I made that was a kit, because there's a lot of pieces, Christmas, and then the biggest drawer at the bottom is non-seasonal pieces. So I'll kind of maybe do a short video and show you guys how I have it all in there, but I'm super excited because it was all in different tubs. This way I can just go, and when it's time to take Valentine down, I can put everything in the Valentine drawer and get out my spring drawer and put all my little interchangeable pieces where they go. So excited. Okay, so let me just lay these on here. Oh, you can see in that window. I think it's fine to not have it painted because it's going to have this and it's going to have this. You're not even going to see what's in there. Okay, and this and this. I don't know. For some people, the black might be a little too much darkness for Easter or for spring, but didn't really know how else to do it without using antique wax. So if you want to use a different color, by all means, you can. Okay, I think it's going to be cute. What I can do is take maybe on the roof for the pink house is I'm going to go around the roof with the yellow just to make it so it's not just, you know, plain black. And then I maybe even can do more because that black's kind of dark. All right, so that'll go on there. And then on this one, we'll do the pink cloud color. It mainly kind of just looks whitish, but you can tell that it's not yellow and it's just giving some shading to the black roof. Totally optional, but I kind of like doing that so it's not just a bunch of solid color pieces. I think on the window and the little openings, I'll just leave those. All right. Let's do our welcome spring. And the words are in 3 pieces. Make sure you guys on Zoom can see. I usually have to push it a little further away from myself. So again, I did the background white. The cool thing about these kits is there's so many different ways you can do them. So, you know, go crazy. Do what you do, the colors you like. You don't have to do them how I'm doing them. I'm just trying to look to see where the outlines are so I can get my words in the right place. SPR. Hi, Angie. Hey, Mary. You like the black? Okay, good. Well, and like I said, my window is antique wax. So I wanted it something that was going to pop. Now, maybe if I was going to do it again, I would do those roofs with agave. All right, so there's my welcome spring. We're going to let that dry sufficiently. I'll move it over here. Okay, I think I can start gluing things. So let's start with our yellow birdhouse. And you just line it up, matching the background. Sometimes with the wood glue, I kind of squish it a little bit. Try and get it as flat, as flatly adhered as possible. Then while that's drying, let's do the roof for this one. And you can see it just tucks right in there like a puzzle piece. Right next to that yellow birdhouse. Cute, I'm liking it so far. Okay, and let's go ahead and do these little black circles. Okay. See, the painting definitely takes the longest. Actually deciding the colors and painting takes the longest, but and once it's all painted, gluing it together just comes together pretty quickly. Okay, let's do our fence. You don't need glue on every piece. I'm skipping like 1 or 2. And I probably didn't need glue everywhere, but that's okay because it'll dry. And sorry, I'm gonna get my head down here. I just want to make sure I have it lined up. There we go. Super cute. Make sure that's really stuck down. This one. All right, let's get our little window. The other cool thing about having those drawers with all the stuff for one season or holiday in one drawer is I can see which holidays I need more and which ones I don't need more. Okay. A little window. And that. Okay, so there's the base. Whoops. Don't pick it up when it's not dry. My fence was not dry enough. With that black, it does make it a little hard to see if it's lined up, but here we are so far. It's very cute. Yeah, it needed to be black to stand out from the window. But we're going to add more cuteness to this. We got our flowers still that we need to do. And let's remember that this is going to be here. So we do have a little bit more white, some agave. We've got our birds that are going to be agave. But what I need to do on my birds is their little eye. Just using a paint marker. You could do the beak yellow. I'm just going to go ahead and do it black. And then we need to glue this extra little wing piece. Oh, and I love the two different blues. I think that's cute. That's adorable. Hi, Christine. Okay, so we've got our birds. Oh, I forget where they go. Where's my picture? One goes here. And this one goes here. So that's cute too. Brings in a little bit more of the blue. So now I think my butterfly, I'm going to do the pink cloud color because it's actually going to go here. So I'm going to paint it with pink cloud, and then I'm going to do some details with my black marker. Might need more paint. How my Zoom folks doing? I know I go fast, but hopefully you're doing good. I'm gonna do one that color. Let's do one of them in pool blue, just that little bit of lighter blue that we did on the wings. And then one with maize. Now, there is a circle in the middle, so I can do something different on the middle too. Okay, while we're waiting for those to dry, let's go ahead and glue our birds on. This one is kind of here on the fence, and then the tail is kind of on the roof a little. That slid. There we go. Okay. All right, what are we thinking so far? Cute? All right, what colors do I have that I can easily put on the middle? I do have a yellow. I don't know if this will show up really on the, well, maybe it will. Well, there we go. Okay, so on my blue flower, I did the middle with yellow. It's not the same yellow, but I think it still works. See, my yellow flower is gonna go down here. I kind of want to try to match the Waverly for this one though. So let me get a tiny paintbrush if I have one that's fine enough. Oh yeah, maybe this one. There, it doesn't have to be perfect. I can just kind of like stipple it a little bit. Okay, and then that one, I think I have a teal that's close enough to agave. There. Ooh, those are cute. This flower needs a little. Just kind of using my. And I kind of like. There. All right. And the last thing is the butterfly. I'm just going to do the body and the antennas with the black as well. With my marker. And if I want to make it a fancy butterfly, take the agave and kind of go around the outside of the wings. Ooh, that's pretty. Trying not to smear the black though, because it is not dry. And that's gonna go up there. I think I'm gonna add a little white to the body because now it's like black butterfly on the black roof. There, so I made it a little bit lighter. All right, I'm ready to glue my flowers, even if they're not all the way dry. Set them there and let them dry. And our butterfly. Very cute. All right, let me give it a second to dry while I put away the colors I know I'm not going to need for the Easter one. I do need yellow. I do need white. I need green. Don't need pool. Might use agave. I don't know. Need the purple. Need the green. Okay. So here is, for those of you on Zoom, here's my birdhouse insert. And for those of you watching on YouTube, I'm still going to let it dry for a minute before I put it in the window. And then here is the word plaque. I know I can put that in because that's definitely dry enough. Let me just make sure nothing's gonna. Yeah, those flowers need a minute, but isn't that going to be so cute? I love it. Okay, so now, and I think I did a pretty good job matching the colors for this. Those are going to look nice, whether they're in the same room, different parts of the house, they kind of all coordinate. All right. So now we've got the heat is risen. We've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Easter lilies, the cross, the dove. Okay, so let's start taking the small pieces. All these little pieces, I don't remember what kit we were doing. But there was another Easter kit I did, and all these little pieces on the inside of the lilies are going to be yellow. So I'm going to stick all those here, all 5 of them. Okay, my lilies are going to be mainly white. I might do a little yellow around the outside. Okay, the fabric draping on the cross here and here are going to be the purple. And then I'm going to do my cross with antique wax. And I don't need to paint the cross on this background because it's going to get covered up. And actually, I'm going to do this entire background with green because we've got the wreath, we've got all these little greeneries coming out. So that's what's nice is because the pieces layer. Oh my goodness. Have I not? I just used this last week. Oh, there we go. I must have gotten it really tight. Is that you can paint them quicker because you're not having to, you know, put colors right next to each other. So I'm just going to start, even though some of these places are going to have things glued on top of them. That's okay. I'm going to just do the whole thing with the fern green. And again, this is the same green that I used on my He Is Risen set for the signpost. So just for some cohesive colors. And I don't have to think as much about the colors because I thought about them last time. And I like how they turned out. So we'll just use the same colors. All right, that was easy. This time I think I'm going to do the signpost or the words, I don't know what to call it, the word plaque last. Because I kind of want to see how this is all going to go. Okay, that's my green. Lilies are white, right? I think this part might be green on these two. All right. Our dove for sure is going to be white. And these are all going to be yellow. So let's do the yellow. So I still have my sponge. Oh, I know where the, hold on. I know what the other Easter, no, I guess not. I don't know what else I painted with a lily on it. I don't know. Okay, well, those are going to be yellow on the inside. And that is all the yellow. Okay. And I'm pretty sure I'm done with the green as well. Oh, unless I decide to use it for the words. Okay, I'm kind of holding off on painting the lilies. Let's do the cross with antique wax. And I'm going to do the baby wipe method for that. Okay, I'm just going to get a damp baby wipe. Now, I do need to use some tape because I don't want to get antique wax on this piece. Or this piece. Because those are going to be purple where the fabric is. Okay, so now we can just take our antique wax on our baby wipe. Easy peasy. Take our tape off. And that is what we wanted. Now this and those are going to be this eggplant purple, which, yeah, I'll use a sponge, I guess. There we go. All right, what do we think? So that's how we do that. Okay, we'll let those dry. I might want to use the purple for something there. Just checking my chat. You guys on Zoom are good. Looks like I don't see any comments. Did you do the signpost with a lily? No, I don't think so. The other third piece that went with this was a dove with palm branches. So I don't know where I did a lily. Was that a whole separate signpost kit? Was it? I don't know what else it would have been. Oh, let's see. Do you guys think this bottom part is supposed to be green here? Or yellow? I'm going to do it yellow. I just decided. It's only on 2 of them. The 2 that show this part of the flower. Okay, and then the rest, we're just going to do these white, and then I'm going to want to get the paint out of the cracks or whatever we're going to call those. Definitely need more paint. Trying to just go lightly so I don't get a ton of extra paint in the lines. I'd like to be able to see those for the detail. And I'm probably going to go around the outside of these flowers, I think, with a little bit of yellow as well. Try to make them look as realistic as possible. Okay. All right, 2 more. If you guys want, at the end of the live, maybe I can just pull my phone out of the tripod and show you my drawers I'm talking about. I know there's at least a couple of you on here who probably have quite a collection of wood kits. And I do like to be able to change them out quickly when I'm going from one season to the next. And I think I'm going to be able to do that with this method here. Okay, last one. Gotta get my head down here so I can see. Some fine lines. Okay. Now last, we need our dove. What do you guys think for the plaque and the words? I'm thinking I want to do these same colors, purple and maybe yellow or white for the words. What do you guys think? I think I'm going to do the background with the purple. I must use a different purple for that. This one is a little different, but that's okay. What do you guys think for the words? White or yellow? I don't have a ton of yellow. I just like the middle parts of the flowers is really all I've used yellow for. Purple and white. Yeah, maybe white for the purity. That's probably why I did it on the other one. Okay, let's get a little more white then, and let's do our, this masking tape is not sticking very well. That's okay, I just need to get more painter's tape. It's one of my favorite crafting tools, my most used crafting tool. Okay, we are almost done painting and just ready to glue. All right. Okay, let's come back to this. And we did not use agave, so I can put that away. Done with green. Done with black. Okay. Trying to get this up so my Zoom friends can see. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do first is glue the cross, but I think I just want to kind of go around this solid green wreath with just a little bit of white, just to kind of accent it, make it not look so one color. Okay, I think the rest is going to be covered up by the flowers. Okay, just so it's not so plain. Man, now I'm kind of like, this cross needs to be a little grungier. Just barely using and then if you use too much, you can either, perfect, dilute it with a baby wipe. There, I just didn't want it so browny brown. All right, we'll glue our cross on. Edge with light gray. Yeah, I probably will just maybe use a little of the black, just so I don't have to get another color out. All right, while that piece is drying, get some extra glue off there. I'm gonna glue my words on here. He. Sometimes it's easy when you're doing these words to get too much glue. So what I'll often do is once it sits there for a minute, I'll take a paintbrush and kind of swipe away. That wasn't. All right. The glue will dry clear, but any big chunks, I kind of like to try to smooth them out. Okay, so there's our plaque. He is risen. All right. Let's get my picture here so I know where everything goes. This is going to go here on the cross. Okay. I'm going to set these lilies before I glue them to make sure I have them in the right place. I know this one that has this flat edge on the bottom is the one that goes here, but that's like the last one. And I can't forget to put the little piece that goes on the inside. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. So what I want to do first is glue these two down. Seriously. I try to just do a little bit of glue and then all of a sudden a big huge blob. Now, if you can't tell, it does show you right where to put these with the way the outline goes. Okay, and then I'm going to try to just do the tiniest bit of glue for the little inside pieces. Okay, so those two are kind of tipped in towards the center. I just love the details in these kits. Like, so cute. It's like the perfect amount of detail. This one I'm pretty much just going to kind of glue the straight line right like that. Ta-da! That is so pretty. What do you guys think? I love it. Okay, so let me show you first of all, because this is dry now. Here is our birdhouse one. And for you guys, oh wait, I gotta do the dove. Almost forgot. Okay, so there's the welcome spring. The dove goes kind of over here. Can't forget the dove. Goodness. All right, this piece goes kind of like that. So I actually don't really even think the dove needs much of an outline, but kind of like I did. What else did I do this on? Something. I don't know. I'm just going ever so lightly around. Just a little shading. You can hardly see it. I'm sure you won't be able to see it on camera. So it's going to go right here. Trying to look at the picture. Oh, and that is supposed to match right there. Okay. It's just like the bottom wing. So gorgeous. Love that. All right, so we've got our welcome spring window box insert. Cute. And those of you on Zoom, email me pictures of yours. I want to see how you did it. All right, and then let me show you the He Is Risen. I'll also put pictures of these. I'll add them here on my YouTube. Ooh, I like that purple in there. All right. I'm going to try to put this in. Hopefully the dove won't move too much or anything. Pretty. What do you guys think? I love how both of these turned out. I'm going to leave this one flat just so that everything, see, even my little lily, my last one, isn't quite dry all the way. And my dove. And very, very cute. You like them both. Thank you. So if you're interested in either of these, you still have time. You know, spring, that one's going to be up for a while, and Easter is over a month away still. So if you're interested in those, go to the links. If you can't find them, message me, put a comment here. If you need the link for the actual window box, let me know that as well. But if you just go to my affiliate link, which is just the rust-coveredcottage.com/Monarch Mom DIY. And that is also in the description of this YouTube video. So thank you guys so much for joining me for my Craft With Me edition of Wood Kit Wednesday for February. And we'll see you guys real soon. Bye. How are my